2K Sports Pregame Show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Indiana Pacers at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. For Indiana, they're excited about this one and will be laying it all on the line. The intensity, palpable. Two top-caliber teams facing off on the hardwood to do battle. And tonight should be an absolute battle of wills. Two teams that have been dominating as of late. Shaq, you've been here before. What can a club try to do to maintain its momentum?
Well, you got to understand what you're doing well, and you got to keep doing that. Don't switch it up now. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Take nothing for granted.
Well, momentum can flip at any point, Ernie. So hustle plays can determine the outcome of this game. So I'm going to see who has that extra effort on the defensive and offensive end.
It is time now for tip-off. Kevin Harlan will have the call, and we will see you later.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast of the Pacers live from Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. The Pacers still playing on their home court in this one. Well, they come into every game with confidence, and this game is no different. Two elite teams put each other to the test, certainly, every time they meet. A lot on the line in this one, though.
In all of their recent games have been high-energy, high-quality efforts, and they've been playing with a lot of emotion, but using it in the right way and still playing very much under control.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, Kevin, LeBron James does not mind being a vocal leader. He said conflict was just part of the game for me growing up. I played outdoors, and if you didn't win, you might not play again for the rest of the day. Now I'm the leader of this team, and I expect nothing less than greatness out of all of us. I'm going to hold everyone accountable, including myself. Kevin?
And that's so great to hear, D.A. LeBron is a proven leader and champion, as we all know, expects to contend for a championship every year. Now about halfway through the season, Brent, some teams looking great, but we still have a long way to go. We're talking about an 82-game schedule that is meant to put teams and players really to a full test.
Yeah, it's really something. I oftentimes find myself, Kevin, looking back after 14 years of playing at a team's schedule for an upcoming season, and I scratch my head and I go, wow, I used to do that? I mean, that's not easy to do.
It's very difficult. I agree. And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Smith is the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Kevin Love out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Calderon in at the point guard.
Yeah, Bogdanovich, a high percentage scorer, an efficient shooter, and he loves that mid-range area.
And James throws it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Collison kicks to Oladipo. To the paint. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Oladipo's got his first 2 points of the night.
And that's where you like to see Oladipo operating right there around the rim.
And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovic. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
LeBron James, here's the report, Kevin, still athletic.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Indiana moving it around. It's good from long range.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Ready by Bogdanovic for Indiana. They've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. They get a hand on it. Pass to Collison. The tray. No good that time. Cavaliers go the other way with it. This game coming.
Oh, wow.
Hello.
It's a beautiful jam.
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim, that time on display.
And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. Oladipo with the ball. Now Smith defending. Indiana on D. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
That was a different team in the fourth quarter than what we saw in the first three. Don't you think? I mean, they got their act together just in time to pull it out.
And we talk about the things that make LeBron great, Brent. The mental aspect of his game probably goes overlooked sometimes.
When you think about the way that LeBron James can be a chess master out on the floor, wherever he wants the ball, he can set the pieces up where he knows he can take advantage of how the defense is going to play. And his teammates will tell you he can pretty much recall any play after a game that he's played. So him processing the game is on another level.
Free throw good, LeBron.
LeBron James, quite simply, one of the greatest players that's ever played the game. And it's just impossible for anybody to slow down.
And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Collison. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago. That's tipped.
The instincts on defense on full display there.
Look at that jam.
No way.
I mean, just beautiful.
Yeah, I'm not going to give LeBron any more space, but certainly like to see him dunk. How about that throwdown?
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Oladipo with a screen on Smith and stolen by James. For the finish, and finished off by LeBron.
He really takes off, just never looks back.
Yeah, by the time anyone even thinks of chasing him, he's gone.
Turner, and the rejection by Love.
Encouraging signs when Kevin Love is that intense on the defensive end. Swats that one away.
And right now, the game plan seems to be working.
It looks like this team has finally gotten into the club and found its rhythm, trying their best to pull away.
Now here's Collison. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Lets it go from 11. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Pacers trail by 10. So the Pacers call timeout. Their first of the game.
LeBron takes on such a massive responsibility season after season and has just become so devoted to maintaining his health. That's the remarkable thing about his career. He just doesn't miss time with injuries. And if you've ever watched LeBron in the offseason, in between practices, in between games, the guy is a flat-out machine.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
Well, as usual, a lot of offense in the NBA is being generated from the small forward position this season. Here are the league's best at that position. LeBron James, second.
A lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
I don't think in terms of offense there can be any more potent group of players in the league. Having one of them on the wing means having someone that can carry a team offensively for extended periods of time whenever necessary.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
They get it again. Here's Turner. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
Now here's Collison. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Bogdanovich with it, outguarded by Crowder. Young sets a screen for Bogdanovich. Out to Turner, 5 on the clock. Deep 2 from Collison, and it's off the back rim, no good.
I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. They need to be more aggressive guarding the mid-range.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
The Cavaliers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
The first one falls.
And really, as recently as 2014, the Pacers were a team with that old school front court. Some tall timber inside, and they played that slow, methodical pace. They have revamped the roster, looking to space the floor and really fire it up on offense.
And both free throws good for LeBron. And the Pacers now looking to revamp how they approach things. The rebuild is on, it would appear.
Yeah, and a good time to do it when they saw Paul George would be leaving. It won't be easy to make the transition, but the Pacers do have a good collection of young talent.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Here at some numbers for Smith. How last month turned out for him, averaging 9 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent, but honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
From all the whispers that we've heard, he's been working hard on his game. It just has not showed up yet in the box score.
Shots good from Young.
The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to control the three-point line or you risk getting... Calderon does such a good job of being a floor general out there. Outstanding passing instincts.
Pacers trail by 15. Collison kicks to Bogdanovich. No good on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
James, no good.
I give the defense a C+ on that possession, but still, I'm sure he's upset he missed.
Indiana's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Oladipo against Smith, and there's the feed to Collison. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And that's what we mean by combo guard skills right there. Kept his head up and found the open man.
And it's sent back by Turner. Calderon against Collison. Thaddeus Young on the wing. And Oladipo kicks to Young. His three-pointers off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 13. The drive by James. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Gotta love LeBron being shifty on that play. Outstanding at going right to the rack with that size, strength, and speed.
They double him with LeBron. Young pass to Oladipo. Drills the three-pointer. Oladipo's got 5.
When the guy is capable of so many things like that on the offensive end, anytime you lose sight of him, he's got a huge advantage.
The 11-footer, and the shot is long. Here's Crowder. The offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Nice D from Oladipo. Pacers trail by 12. Dishes it to Collison. Young from outside. Rebound by Smith. And here are the Cavaliers now. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got 3 assists now in this one. Calderon against Collison. And Bogdanovich kicks to Turner. That one good for 2.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Calderon with it. Picked up by Collison. Second chance shot, and it's Love laying it in. Love's got his second basket of the night.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Collison kicks to Oladipo. Over Smith. Smith with the defensive effort. The Cavaliers leading by 14. And the rebound goes to Collison. To the middle. Here's Oladipo, and he uses the glass on the layup. 7 points in the game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
That'll be a 5-second call. So the value of NBA teams now on average over $1 billion each if you include all the different things they have and run. And Brent, when you take a look at that and take that into consideration, what are some of the big things the league has done to generate such growth?
Well, I think this is where you have to commend both David Stern and Adam Silver in terms of being progressive with how in touch they are with the game of basketball, addressing it internationally much better than the NFL has done it, in my opinion, over the course of the past 2 decades, where they know they've got this tremendous fan base, not only in Europe, but certainly in Asia and China, and they're more than willing, Kevin, to go to those markets, expose those players, and get them enthusiastic and excited about what our game offers.
Here's Green, and it's Green slamming it down.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Well, it's so nice to have the early lead. This is where you want to stick with what's working until somebody shuts you down.
And you look at the Cavs coach, Tyronn Lue. Brent, what stands out to you?
Well, he's got confidence. I would tell you, Kevin, I'd have confidence too if that number 23 was suiting up for me every night. But he demands accountability. He demands a respect for the game. And this team has had a tremendous run in the early stages of Ty Lue's coaching career.
Sabonis, the pass to Stevenson. Pass to Sabonis. Right side Turner. Tries again. Cavaliers with the rebound.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
Here's Stevenson. Great D that time from Green.
Yeah, defense timed that out perfectly. Love the aggressiveness, and then they changed the shot's direction.
Pacers trail by 16. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill, and he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Wade gets the bucket.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Wade brings the double team. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for LeBron.
Well, they say the mid-range game is a dying art form, but after looking at this shot chart, they are injecting a ton of life into it. Whatever space is being offered up to them in the mid-range, they have accepted and have continually knocked down shots to make the defense pay.
The Cavaliers leading by 18. Here's Korver. And that one comes up a bit short. The Pacers shooting only around 32% so far in this one. The offense looking a bit off kilter. It's stolen by Calderon. Korver, good. And the Cavaliers lead by 20.
Yeah, you can always bet on Calderon to come up with a steal or 2 in a game. And that time, boy, did it pay off big.
And it's Stevenson missing.
Yeah, tough with his shot so far off right now. They're going to have to tap someone else to step up until he finds it.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Joseph against Calderon. Joseph dishes to Oladipo. They need this one. And Joseph is good for 3.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
And the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Leaf checked in for Turner. .122 left to play in the first. Korver, good.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Pacers trail by 21. Pass to Leaf. There's the pick. Back to Stevenson. Fires the 3. And it's Stevenson again missing.
Yeah, tough with his shot so far off right now. They're going to have to tap someone else to step up until he finds it.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Indiana. And Joseph kicks to Stevenson. Stevenson setting the pick for Oladipo. Got it from 16 feet. Oladipo's got 9.
You can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. Like to see his guys step up a little more.
Korver, no luck. Up top, Oladipo. Wade is covering. Now here's Joseph. He's covered closely. Nobody near Stevenson. The rebound by Jeff Green. The Cavaliers leading by 21. Here's Korver. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Joseph. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Here's Oladipo. And released it in time, but it's off the mark.
Awesome defense on that play from Dwayne Wade. He doesn't give any room to breathe out there to the opposition.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Cleveland Cavaliers. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
Go back and I'm able to, read the scouting report, and also when I get to the arena, I also watch more film on each and every guy that's going to be playing, guys that I know I may be, matched up against, throughout the night. So I'm not surprised by anything if it happens throughout the game. So it's a lot of preparation that goes in, to just one game, just trying to get one win, but that's what it takes in the NBA.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And looking at what we've seen, Cavaliers pretty much in control here, it would appear.
Well, to me, the story of that first period was their rebounding.
Yeah, jumping out to a lead largely because they did the hard work on the glass. So you love the passion in the early part of this game that they're playing with.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Channing Frye out there with Green. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then there's Kyle Korver. You were known for a lot of stuff. Great passing was one of them. Also known as an exceptional shooter. Of all the guys you played with, who is the best at setting you up for a score?
Wow, I think my years playing alongside Gary Payton in Seattle, he drew so much attention, Kevin, with his ability in transition, of course, that patented spin move of his, and then his great ability as a 6'4" guard to post up.
One shot.
Especially on that left block, drew a lot of double teams, and that opens up shooters on the weak side. That's where I happen to be.
All the great point guards see the floor so well. They know where everybody is, don't they, Brent?
And the best ones, Kevin, you're right. The best ones are the ones willing to pitch the ball ahead. That's when you really have something special.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, Tristan Thompson has one of the longest consecutive games played streaks in NBA history. He said, the mind's a powerful thing. And if you tell your brain everything is all right, you'll be surprised on the stuff you can achieve. We have the mental toughness to push through our limits. That's how you become great and test yourself as a player. Kevin?
Well, David, Thompson's certainly a mentally strong player. Always nice to have someone you can rely on night in and night out.
You just can't allow good looks like that from beyond the arc. That's just inviting all kinds of trouble. I like that recognition, effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
That's tipped and stolen by Fry. Jumps up, and Fry slams it in.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Well, terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Victor Oladipo. Averaging 23 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And impressive numbers, no doubt. It's the kind of run we've come to expect from him.
Synergy, all elements right now working together, and the game is coming so easy right now.
And the first one drops. And after so many finals runs starting in 2015, Brent, is it natural for a team like the Cavaliers to wear down a bit?
Well, they do have some guys that have played a lot of years in the NBA, so that's a natural cause and effect. But these guys were the defending champs last year, won 51 games, took a couple months off on the defensive end, and then flipped the switch in the playoffs, no doubt about it. Came together and played extremely well through their run in the Eastern Conference.
And the shot goes in. Green's got his second bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Leaf, guarded by Green. Inside, here's Collison. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Indiana's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Timeout called the Pacers.
Start it.
And with the Cavaliers, one of the teams that shoots the most three-pointers in the league, big man Channing Frye is a great fit.
People don't realize just how good Channing Frye shoots the basketball from the three-point line over the past 5 or 6 years. Not only one of the best big men shooting the three, but one of the best players in the league. And back in Phoenix under Mike D'Antoni, he sort of honed that ability to shoot the three.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
He's checked in for Indiana. Bogdanovich comes in for Lance Stevenson. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Kevin Love's checked in for Frye. Jay Crowder comes in for Green. LeBron's checked in for Kyle Korver. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Dwayne Wade.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats for Love. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 9th in rebounding, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Pass to Leaf, 13 feet away, and that's collected by Love.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Pacers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Collison, the pass to Young. No good on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Like the tactics on defense there, refusing to give the shooter the easy layup at the rim.
And Joseph kicks to Bogdanovic. Traps in the tray. Bogdanovic has got 5 points so far.
And you just have to admire that aggressive nature of Bogdanovic. He's just itching to pull the trigger as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Collison kicks to Joseph. Young with no one around. Another miss by Young.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
And that one's good. Love.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And Joseph kicks to Collison. Young in the corner. Inside. Leaf. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's LeBron, and the shot goes in. LeBron's got 27.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
They double him with LeBron. Left side Collison puts up a 3. The shot, no good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Last time they met in Cleveland.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one.
Cavaliers shooting a superb 63% from the field. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for Indiana.
And they're getting them up from beyond the arc, shooting a solid percentage from out there. So thus far, it hadn't been a problem.
Pacers have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Ball stolen. And here we go. Love heading to the hoop. And Love throws it down.
Well, Kevin Love using his sneaky length that time to get the ball and possession for his team. When he's engaged, he can come up with some steals.
And Indiana shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Bucket is good. And it's 6 points for Darren Collison.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's James. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists in the game. For Indiana, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Bogdanovic wide open. Off target from outside. Cleveland controlling the game. Smith kicks to Love. Knocked away. Stolen by Joseph. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. All going up court. Yep, it counts. Leafs got his second bucket tonight.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up. Kevin Love's such a versatile offensive player who can pass, who can shoot with range. I like him looking to score inside to get himself going, and that's the way that the offense has tended to go. First quarter seems to belong to Kevin Love.
And he can't get the first one. And you can't defend Kevin Love with smaller players. He can take him down on the block.
Well, he can back them up a little bit, Kevin. Then go to either hand. Use the right, use the left, and shoot the jump hook over the top. And then sometimes if he slows himself down, has a great pump fake to draw in the contact.
And Indiana making a change here. Turner's checked in. He's off on the second.
Kevin Love is a tough matchup because inside he doesn't give up on the glass. He's very good at predicting where those misses are coming to and gets his body in great position. Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession. I like that recognition, effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
Collison kicks to Young. And it's off from three-point range. Now the dish to Love. That shot off the mark. Good defensive work there by Young. The 11-footer. Bogdanovich, no luck. Cleveland controlling the game. Here's Crowder. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Thaddeus Young on the wing. Again, Young missing.
Now that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
And he comes up with the deuce. James has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Outside, Bogdanovich. The shot's good. Collison making the play. That's now 8 points for Bojan Bogdanovich.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Collison against Crowder. And too long on the shot. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Back in 2008, Kevin Love was drafted with the 5th pick by Memphis and then traded to Minnesota, and he became the Timberwolves star player in a hurry. But they couldn't surround him with the kind of talent necessary to make it out of the lottery in the Western Conference.
First one falls for him. And despite his production, Love's impact was questioned in Minnesota, even at times, Brent, by the Wolves front office.
Well, the idea in Minnesota is they didn't want to commit to the full 5-year max and had Ricky Rubio at the time as the franchise player. And even the whispers after the trade of Kevin Love, you heard a lot of things that might have been unflattering, most of which I don't think were necessarily true. In the end, the trade worked out for both teams. Wiggins got to Minnesota, the Cavs got a star in Kevin Love, and then ended up with a title.
And stolen by James. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Darren Collison.
Appreciate the unselfish play of Calderon there. He constantly is getting his teammates involved by moving the basketball.
The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. That's good from Calderon. We've heard the rumors, Brent, the death of the big man, but with guys like Towns and Porzingis and others entering the league that can play on the perimeter and still have that length to make a difference inside, could we see a big man renaissance, or at least maybe see him have more of an impact than people are giving him credit for right now?
Well, I think what we're seeing is the evolution of the 5 spot, Kevin. So it's not that the big man is lost, it's that the big man's doing a lot of the things that the little man used to be asked to do, and that is shooting threes, handle the ball, make some decisions at the top of the key, be a playmaker. It's fascinating to watch guys with this sort of size and this sort of skill, and also being this young, having such a tremendous impact for the organizations they're playing for.
And the dunk by James.
And I would say, look out. Right now, LeBron James is locked in.
And Indiana shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. They get the rebound. Here's Bogdanovich. Sinks the three-pointer. Bogdanovich has got 11 points.
Now you can just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm. After a terrific first quarter, he is feeling it here in the second.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
2 points, that one goes. And it's 6 points for Miles Turner.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Scooped up, Love. Count that one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And for the Pacers, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here. Poked away. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
And let's take a look at some numbers for Turner. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 7 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And his defensive presence inside, not to be overlooked. He builds a wall around the basket.
Yeah, over this whole last stretch of games, he's been shutting down the lane with total authority. Impressive stuff.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Indiana. And then for Cleveland, Channing Frye's checked in for Love. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Smith.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Collison dishes to Turner. Crowder with the steal. Here's Frye, and Frye slams it in.
Well, the veteran instincts of Calderon on full display. He breaks down the defense, has the vision to find his man.
And Oladipo kicks to Sabonis. Wade against Oladipo. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Last season, a big one for Oladipo in terms of his ability to shoot from deep.
Playing alongside Russell last year led to a career high in attempts for Victor Oladipo from the three-point line. That started in Orlando in that last half of the season, so maybe the brass in OKC thought that playing alongside Russell, they'd get this kind of production from him, and we'll see if he can improve.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Oladipo.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
The Pacers making a switch here. Stevenson's checked in. Jeff Green, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Korver comes in for James. Both good from the line that time. And the Cavs' big 3 completed with the trade of #1 overall pick Andrew Wiggins to Minnesota for Kevin Love. Brent, if they had to do it all over again, you still think they make that trade?
Absolutely, Kevin. They brought a championship to Cleveland, a drought of 54 years, and Kevin Love was a big reason why they got to the top of the mountain. So I would absolutely make that trade.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. He gets it in there.
The defense looking at him like a Rubik's Cube. They cannot figure him out. He continues to light him up from the field. More importantly, they're winning.
And Oladipo has it in the corner. There's a screen. Korver with the defensive effort.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Stevenson against Korver. Steps back and fires. Good as the jump shot falls. Stevenson's got 6.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's Collison. 8 points for him. Stolen by Wade. Knocked loose. Green left side. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
And so it's Cleveland. Way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Coach, what have you liked about your team's performance so far?
I like our physicality. I thought we came out, started the game physical. That set the tone for us early.
Well, we'll see if they can keep it up, T. Lou. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 37 points, 4 steals, and 4 assists. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their bench has provided. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. I'm guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
Ernie, I don't use this word a lot because, one, I can't spell it, but it was definitely a subpar effort for them on the glass. That hurt. If they're serious about cutting into this deficit, it's gut check time. Ugh. You hear that, Ernie? I'm hitting my gut. Ugh. You got to check your gut, Ernie. Ugh. Gut check time, Ernie.
And that's all we can do for now. As the second half begins, we get you back to Kevin Harlan.
And we return to Indianapolis, Indiana, with a look at all the activity taking place in this terrific downtown. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, great job from him in that first half of drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Well, that is a great equalizer here. You want him to play that physical, but how do you do that without creating too much contact?
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. The Cavaliers shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. Collison and Oladipo pair at the 1 and the 2. Young and Turner up front, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Oladipo outside. Turner with a screen for Oladipo. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
This helps this team. When Oladipo stays aggressive for a full 48 minutes, he becomes a force.
Smith's shot is good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Oladipo right side. Here's Turner. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, it's like 4 teenagers at home over the summer, just not enough activity. You've gotten your rest. It's time to man up.
Deep 2 from Collison. Calderon pulls it in. Calderon's got 3 rebounds now in this one. LeBron drives in.
Got to admire how well Love is playing on the offensive end, realizing that one of his teammates is open, so get him the ball.
For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Collison, the pass to Bogdanovich. He feeds it to Young. He dishes it to Turner. Here's Bogdanovich. Tries yet again. Oladipo misses. And here are the Cavaliers. In the corner, it's James. Misses the easy stuff.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
On its way from Young for 2, and the Pacers can't get it to go. Here's Smith. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Collison. Calderon against Oladipo. Young left side. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Kicks it to Collison. to the paint, shoots from 12. Here's Turner. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Love. And the dunk by James.
I'm just trying to think of how many times LeBron looks like he's off balance or in a spot he doesn't want to be. Doesn't happen all that often. 2 more there.
Collison kicks to Young. The pass to Turner. It's rebounded by Cleveland. James has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Calderon in the corner. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Calderon's got his second basket of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Young dishes to Oladipo over Smith. Oladipo misses. Cavaliers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. The drive by Smith. Got that one up quick. Smith's got 6.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And Crowder comes up to help. And the wide open shot from Collison. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Man, that's a clean shot, too. You got to sink those. He must be disappointed that he blew that chance. Yeah, tonight his shot's been a bit off, but still, they lead the game.
Young, a screen on Love. Here's Bogdanovich. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Crowder, and the layup's good off the glass. He's got 8.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Hits it from 3-point range.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
He's just so efficient, getting his points within the flow of the offense. Great recipe for success.
The drive by Collison. The teardrop falls in. Collison's got 5 points now this quarter.
A terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it. He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
Outside Bogdanovich. And Crowder comes up to help. Feeds it to Young. From outside the arc, and Indiana, another 3.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
This is great to see him take over in stretches like this, coming alive at just the right time.
Turner with the screen. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. A wide open look here for Oladipo. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Indiana making some changes. Leaf comes in for Turner. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Darren Collison. LeBron passes to Smith. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 6th assist on the night.
JR may be leaking out just a little bit, but has a strong sense of where to run to get the score.
And J.R. Smith, one of the more unabashed gunners, Brent, in the NBA.
I always say this about J.R. Smith, Kevin. When in doubt, shoot. Stay in doubt all the time. And J.R. Smith has played his career in doubt.
Indiana's gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range here in quarter number 3. And Joseph kicks to Oladipo. And here's Young from the arc. The Cavaliers pull it in. Love's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
Indiana making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Young. Lance Stevenson subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Cleveland also making some changes. Green comes in for Jay Crowder. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Smith.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And Green gets it to go. Green's got 8 points. Indiana's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Here's Sabonis, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Sabonis, a confident scorer on that play right there. Once he's got the ball in his hands, in that area, he's looking to shoot.
And Green gets it to go. And Indiana shooting the ball around 43% from the floor so far in the third quarter. Joseph with the ball. Now Green defending. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Hey, Brent, we know that speed is at a premium these days, but so are analytics. Talk about some of the guys who are both quick and extremely efficient.
I think about a couple guys at the point guard position, because that's normally, you say quick, that's where your head goes, Kevin. So Isaiah Thomas is one of those guys that is just a blur. Once he crosses half court, he's going to counterpunch you in some way. And then Steph Curry in Golden State, you have to come out to 30 feet to guard what Steph's going to do. But there are also guys who are deceptive with their quickness, and the way that C.J. McCollum manipulates a pick-and-roll set and gets himself into the mid-range. Those guys are pretty good at what they do, exercising that quickness along with efficiency.
A different look now for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Love. And it's Korver in for LeBron. And Joseph drops them both. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting a magnificent 69% in this game. Wade dishes to Frye. And there's Korver on the assist by Frye. Frye's got 5 assists tonight.
Not often, but Korver getting active now on the inside to get a good quality shot.
They set the screen. Back to Joseph. There's the 3. The shot misses. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Here's Frye, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's a call. It's on Indiana with the foul. This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good from Frye. And both free throws good for Frye. Pacers shooting the ball at 42%. And Joseph kicks to Bogdanovich. Now here's Joseph. He's guarded closely. Sabonis, a picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Sabonis has got his second basket of the game. So it's the Cavaliers now. Here's Frye. The shot's good on the assist by Wade.
It's terrific basketball from Wade there to thread the pass to the wide-open man for the clean look.
And Joseph kicks to Stevenson. Here's Sabonis. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Green, no luck.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Pass to Leaf. From deep, Stevenson. Good on the three-point shot. Stevenson's got 9.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
Korver passes to Frye. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Now Joseph. He's got 5. Poked away. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Frye.
You 2 players.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Wade outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He has 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Lets it go from 11. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Well, tremendous focus with the bigger guy all over him. It speaks to the toughness he has down there.
And here's Bogdanovich. He's got 14. And here's the fast break. Lays it in off the breakaway.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Joseph has an open look. No good on the triple. Cavaliers shooting the ball with incredible accuracy. 68% so far. Wade can't hit. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
No
doubt.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
59 seconds left in the third quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's the screen. And Bogdanovich kicks to Sabonis. From 13 feet, it goes down. Sabonis has got 8 points in the quarter.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot. And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
The Cavaliers have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Two shots.
First one falls for him.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
And Jeff Green drops them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And Indiana shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. They set the pick. On the wing, Stevenson. They double him with Green. Stevenson passes to Sabonis. 6 to shoot. Leaf. The Cavaliers pull it in. Fry's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Wade kicks to Green. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. 16 points for Jeff Green. Stevenson left side. He kicks it to Joseph. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And we'll be right back after this. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And here are the Pacers now. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be Lance Stevenson.
How about Kyle Korver there, the veteran presence to draw the foul, wait for the contact while shooting.
And Kyle Korver with the return to form, shooting the ball well last season, almost 50% from three-point range once he was traded from Atlanta to Cleveland.
I don't think Kyle had to do as much work in Cleveland, certainly with Kyrie Irving and LeBron James creating havoc. He could stand, have his feet set, and we know he's one of the NBA's career leaders in three-point percentage. That makes those shots a lot easier.
And the first one at the line is good. With the premium placed on outside shooting, Brent, plus defensive rules that lessen the need to defend in isolation, will we see guys playing for more years than ever before? Less wear and tear because there's less of it inside in games.
You know, it's a great point, Kevin. I think that you're right about that. I also think that whatever we're doing off the court in terms of the players with nutrition and training regimen, that's going to be another reason why we'll see players be very effective well into their late 30s and sometimes into their early 40s, which is about my limit, Kev. I'm still effective at 45.
You are. Very effective at 45.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Wilkins.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
To the inside, and that one is stuffed right through.
And guys, this is the blueprint for winning on the road. How about the level of focus on each and every possession?
I admire the approach here, especially in such a hostile environment. Offense and defense, they really played a whale of a game.
Jefferson, that's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist.
Yeah, the job he does inside, just phenomenal. Jefferson can make defenders look silly when he's in the post. That's how good his moves are.
Coaching staff high-fiving themselves there, watching that team move the ball around, doing whatever is best for the team.
Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Here's Zizic, and again it's Cleveland.
They are just killing them on the interior.
For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Tipped away. Defended by Young. The rebound by Young. And Indiana shooting for the game at 42%. Screen by Young. Pass to Leaf. This one for 3. Indiana again missing. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And that one drops.
And he is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
Wilkins draws the double. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Here's Young. From beyond the arc. Rebounded by Korver. The shot that time, not on target. Good defensive work there by Young. Right side Wilkins. Takes it from 10. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Wilkins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Defended by Young. Good defensive work there by Young.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him. just like to see the defense get more aggressive. They are asking for trouble as they're giving up open looks to this point.
Count it.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Hey, Brent, we've seen a number of super teams created via free agency or trade. Do you think that's good for the league?
I think it's great for the league. I think it's awesome to see some of the great players play on the same court together and some of the chemistry that creates. But what's been interesting over the course of the last couple seasons, Kevin, is that we've had these young marquee players stepping up in environments and with organizations now that are must-see TV. So aside from the super teams, there are young players carrying their team to hopefully greater and greater heights that keep you interested in all 30 teams in the league.
And that one falls for Young. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Calderon's checked in. And so Young nails them both. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here's Fry. Kept alive. Zizic. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Bucket earned, out-muscling and out-hustling everybody for the rebound.
Left side Wilkins. The 10-footer. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Wilkins has got 9 points here in the second half.
That's a gorgeous assist. Outstanding at finding his guys in the spots where they want the basketball.
So it's the Pacers now. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. Pass to Stevenson. Back to Young. Here's Leaf. A three-pointer off the mark. For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Got that bucket in no time at all. Zizic has got 12 now in this quarter.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
Back to Young. Swiped it away. One-on-one here. Zizic with the bucket.
Just don't touch him right now, okay? You're going to burn yourself. The guy is on fire.
Indiana's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Got a piece of it. Down low. Kicks it out to Stevenson. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Cavaliers shooting the ball with incredible accuracy. 68% so far. Young with the ball. Pass to Wilkins. Over the decades, the way the league has grown, phenomenal. Due in no small part to the leadership. Brent, what are some of the key traits you've seen of these 2 great NBA commissioners?
I think the one thing about both David Stern and Adam Silver that they have done a great job with is that they're approachable. There doesn't seem to be a time, at least in an NBA player's career, where they don't feel like they could either call the office and within maybe a day or 2 hear from somebody from the league office. But the fact that both David Stern and Adam Silver find their way out to arenas throughout the regular season, come to see every team, that approachability, I think, far and away sets those 2 gentlemen aside.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
The Cavaliers, another fast break opportunity here.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Oh, terrific anticipation, using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Pass to Leaf. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Calderon. Not going to go that time. Good D by Stevenson. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Here's Zizic. Good. He's now got 10 of 10 from the field.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Defended by Young. Good defensive work there by Young.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period. I'm scratching my head on that one. This is not his shot, and he, of all people, should know that. Hopefully he will try to work his way closer to the basket next time the ball comes his way.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Brent, it's amazing how the three-point shot has evolved and how much it's being used. And some teams now almost entirely perimeter-based. That three-point shot is the first thing out of their mouth. Can you see a team winning a championship that way?
I saw teams win championships. That's the Warriors and the Cavs. If you look at what they did from the three-point line and the type of damage they did, Kevin, that absolutely was a huge reason why they were championship contenders. You could even look at teams that are qualifying for the playoffs as usually 6 or 7 teams that are in each conference. Of those 8, Kevin, are proficient three-point shooting teams.
Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's Wilkins, and it's blocked. Here's Calderon. And Oladipo pulls it down.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
Wilkins with the ball. Now Smith defending. Oladipo for 3. And it's Zizic with the rebound. Zizic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Wilkins grabs the miss. It's Oladipo on the wing. But he gets it back.
Oladipo constantly looking to score. As soon as the ball hits his hands, he's ready to pull.
And there's Green on the assist by Smith. 18 points for Jeff Green.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And Oladipo kicks to Young. Young, a screen on Calderon. Wilkins draws the double. Oladipo outside. Over to the left wing. Outside Wilkins. Shot clock at 6. Victor Oladipo again from deep. Oladipo's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Indiana. The drive.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
And when Green is feeling it, keep getting him the ball. He can really score from anywhere from the floor.
And for the Pacers, they're shooting 32% in the fourth, perhaps looking a bit tired. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back.
Yeah, good job with the anticipation, and then the quick hands results in points off the break.
Now, sometimes you calculate the risks, and he did it there, but couldn't have turned out any better.
And it goes out of bounds. The last touch by Green. Joseph, he's checked in for Indiana. A switch here also for Cleveland. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. Ball's knocked loose and out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And Indiana shooting 41% for the game. Korver against Wilkins. Korver, no luck. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
A baseline J. And the shot falls short this time. Now Cleveland shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. Osman. And the layup's good off the glass.
Outstanding job by Korver in how he swings the pass over to the most open man on the court.
1:43 left here in the fourth quarter. Joseph against Green. Clock at 6. The feed now to Oladipo. And it's Zizic with the rebound. Zizic has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Cavaliers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And he can't get the first one. So, Brent, less than 0.1% of NBA fans bother to vote for the All-Star game. Do you think the league should devise a different way to choose the players for that big mid-season event?
I'd really like, again, this is an area, Kevin, that the league has done a great job of being a bit progressive with the way they've changed the All-Star balloting. 50% of the vote now going to the fans, 25% to the players, and 25% to the media. It's a way to make sure that guys who are having tremendous seasons are recognized both by their peers and their media rather than the fans getting ahead of some marketing scheme. So this has been addressed.
Perfect. Calderon against Joseph. Leaf, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Green. Dishes to Korver. Now the pass to Zizic. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
Now the team came in fired up from the opening tip. You can see the focus. They're ready to do battle.
To the middle. Here's Anabogu. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Yeah, that's pretty much a perfect pass, and that's also alliteration.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Guys, your thoughts?
And now that you can tell there's some bad blood here. They're just rubbing it in now by calling a timeout.
Or could be just wanting to execute well down the stretch. Don't want to leave any room for chance.
The presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's tipped. Joseph against Calderon.
At the line for your Pacers, Corey Joseph. 2 shots.
Two.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. Puts it up off the inbound, and it's good on the way in.
You know, amazing to watch Jose Calderon on the inside, just scanning, and then burying that interior shot.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.